Hello guys, so today I'm going to do a tutorial on conducting a break-even analysis using Excel. Now, the point of conducting a break-even analysis is to find the break-even point, whether it be in units or in dollars. Right? So if you're a business person, before you invest your money, let's say in inventory, right? You would want to know how many items of that particular product you would have to sell in order to break even. Or another way to say it is to recoup your initial investment, right? And one way to find this out is by conducting a break-even analysis in order to find the break-even point in units, which is the amount of units you will have to sell in order to gain your money back or break even. And when you break even, that means that your total cost, which is your variable cost, whatever you pay per unit, plus your fixed cost, let's say you're paying rent, would be equal to your total revenue, which means that your profit will be equal to 0, right? And that's when you break even. Your profit is equal to 0, which means you're not losing money and you're not gaining any money. You just want to know when will you break even, right? So I set up this break-even analysis here, or break-even model, I should say. You see we have the selling price per unit. I set it up as $10. You can change that to whatever it is. Fixed cost, let's say this is the rent per month, $1,000. The variable cost, let's say that's how much you would pay per unit, right? Let's say you're selling perfumes. Each perfume will cost you $5 and you're paying $1,000 per month. You want to know how many perfumes you would have to sell in order to gain your money back, in order to break even, right? Now this would be the number of units. This is the variable here, right? These are known parameters, things you would know. This is the variable. This is what you're trying to figure out, this number here. Right now it says 500, but that's not the break-even point because you can see you have a profit right now. This would be the total revenue, which would be selling price per unit multiplied by the number of units you have sold, 500, so that's 5,000. Fixed cost would be the rent or any other fixed cost for that matter. Total variable cost would be the $5 per unit multiplied by however many units you sold or bought. Total cost would be the fixed cost plus the variable cost, right? And then, of course, the profit. The profit is the total revenue minus the total cost. And I will show you guys the formulas after I show you how to find the magic number, the break-even number. So this is how you would do it, right? We would have to use goal seek, right? So you click on the cell where contains the variable, right, which is the number you're trying to find. Go to what if analysis, click that, click goal seek, right? And what you want to do is set cell. You want to set cell 17, B17 to 0, because like I said, the break-even point is when the profit reaches 0, which means you're not losing anything, you're not losing any money, you're not gaining any money, you're breaking even. By changing, you want to set cell B17 to 0 by changing cell B10. That's the cell which is going to tell you how many units you have to sell in order to break even, right? So in this example, let's say these are the known parameters. Let's say that the selling price, you're going to sell each perfume for $10. The rent you're paying per month is $1,000. And the cost per perfume, how much you pay for each perfume, is $5. Right? Let's see how many units we'll have to sell to break even. Click OK, and it says Goal Seek, found a solution. Target 0, current value 0, right? So I set the profit to 0. That's how you know you reached the break-even point. Click OK, and as you can see that your total revenue is equal to your total cost, which means you broke even, right? You spent $2,000 and you made $2,000, so the profit equals 0, means you broke even. And as you can see here, the break even point in units is 200 units, so you will have to sell 200 perfumes to break even with these parameters here. And the break even point in dollars will be $2,000, which of course is 200 multiplied by 10. Now let's switch it up and say you paid 15, or let's say you sell each perfume for, let's say, $18 per unit, right? So you have a profit here. Let's use Goal Seek again. Goal Seek, set sell B17 to 0 by changing sell B10, and let's see how many units we have to sell this time. You have to sell 76 units, so if you round that off, that would be 77 units in order to break even. Because you're making more profit, right? So you have to sell a lot less. You can see the break even point in units is 76 or 77 if you round it out. And the break even point in dollars is $1,384.62. And you can tell that you broke even because the profit is 0, which means that total cost is equal to total revenue. Now I'm going to show you guys the formulas. So if you want to, you can just copy these formulas here. So you can create your own break-even analysis table. For all you business people out there, before you invest, make sure you conduct a break-even analysis. And that's the end of this tutorial. If you have any questions, comments, please comment below. And if you have any questions, leave them below and I will create a tutorial answering your questions. And please do not forget to subscribe and share this video. Thank you.